What's up, Facebook land? I'm here with Dr. Ashley Ochsner, the spearhead of the Go Get Talks event and the Go Live Chicago event 2017 here in Chicago, Illinois. Talk to me about day one, dude.
Bro, day one was, I'll admit it, can I be completely transparent?
Let these people know how you're feeling.
Okay, I was a little nervous, not going to lie. It's our first gig, you know what I mean? But I got to tell you, we pulled it off. It was amazing. We had a great, I think what you would call just energy and feel in the room. The feedback has been phenomenal from Tom Nestor, who just spoke on belief systems, breaking through those limiting belief systems and giving us tools to do that. It was a great start to the weekend, and I think it was phenomenal, man. I mean, we had a lot of good feedback. So I might be biased, maybe. I don't know, but it seems like it was a home run.
So I know a lot of people don't know the vision behind this. So let's drop some tick bombs on people. Tick, 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 tick. What's the vision behind this?
Right on. So the vision behind this is, right now the vision behind it is Sean Rundle. Did you see Sean Rundle?
I did.
Was that a Sean Rundle thing?
That was. You can't take that guy anywhere.
No, my gosh. Get a leash. Dan Bay, get a leash. Get a leash.
Get your boy, Dan.
Okay. So the question was the vision and tick. Yeah, behind this. Okay. So here was the thing. So my partners and I of the Go program, we specialize in getting doctors in front of more groups. We don't teach them how to speak. We teach them how to get more gigs and do it effectively in a professional way to build a relationship that's going to last versus something short-term, just kind of rape and pillage the community, you know. So that's our thing. And we said, wait, what if we put together an event that showcased what we do, and we bring in 3 other pillars of critical components of practice, which would be certainty. So that's Dan Sullivan.
Dan Sullivan.
Big Dan. Sully. Then we said
Nebraska strong.
Oh, yeah. Hey, by the way, I'm from Nebraska, too. Go Huskers.
So it's Nebraska strong all around.
Word to that. So we got Dan on board. He said yes. Daniel Bay from Close for Chiro. The event facility and where we're at the venue, this was his connection where he hosts all of his local events, at least.
So before you shoot too far past this one, let's talk about Dan.
Okay.
Because Dan was somebody in like my pocket that I was like, man, if everybody just knew Dan Bay, they'd be better at practicing chiropractic. Yep. So when I knew that Dan was a part of this thing, I was even more impressed upon to say, hey, I want to be a part of this. Because I just know that guy has his heart and soul into growing chiropractic. And he wants people to get out of their poverty consciousness of being doctors, because you guys didn't come out of school to become broke.
Right. No, absolutely. And Dan Bay, the words I would use, not to be cliche, but he changed my practice, changed my life with his teaching. And he has got me to a level of, I'd call it efficiency, and people saying yes in my clinic like I've never had in close to 20 years, and that's the truth. So kudos to Dan, and anybody who hasn't interacted with him, I will tell you, plug into Dan and his partners, Sean and Jen, amazing.
Yeah, and I can't say enough about this whole group and having me here with them. I just know that this place is a powerhouse of influencers, and guys like the next topic is Chris Zano, man. Talk about this guy. He's just a living legend.
Yes, so he's like William Wallace a little bit, if you've seen the movie Braveheart. He spits fire out his eyes, I think, and he's 6-7 foot tall. But yeah, in all seriousness, Chris, who, by the way, is to my left right now, and his bicep is so large it's almost touching me. Oh, that's his tricep, isn't it?
I don't know.
Either way, it's it's like one massive hunk of muscle. But Chris is doing amazing things with his new Chiro movement, and when you really understand his purpose behind that, wow, does that resonate with almost everybody, because it's truly a battle we all fight internally. So I love what Chris is doing, and it's so good to have him here, biceps and all.
He's right there.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, right. Let's get a shot. You got it? Just a real quick bicep. Real quick. Told you. There it is.
Camera stage right. So I know. Hey, what's up, Steve? Thanks for the shout out, brother. Yeah, we're doing big things out here in Chicago at the Go Get Talks event. We're at this really cool hotel. Let's talk a little bit about the venue here, man. I know that there's been so many legends that walk through here, and I was joking around with the host. I was like, hey, man, which one of those pictures are you going to bump down there for me?
Right.
And he's like, oh, I don't know who you are. He goes, I get up there first. And I'm like, well, just temper yourself a little bit and just wait 5 to 10 years, and maybe there's room up there for me. But let's talk about this awesome venue and some of the celebrities that's been through here.
Yeah, so it's funny when we signed up, Pierce, the guy that's the sales manager, he's taking us to our room. So the suite that we have that we do some of our video interviews in and things for our clients, he's like, so when Richard Pryor would come to town, this is the room he stayed in. So you're kind of like, whoa. So it's that kind of thing. And like you said, all the pictures downstairs, all these celebrities. I mean, Frank Sinatra would actually, if he had a show in Milwaukee, he would travel here to stay here because he loved it so much. So we thought that was a cool thing. Great, just feel nostalgia, just killer, like just, and it turned out that way. So we're super stoked, and the venue's been phenomenal. They did go through a name change the week of our event. That was fun. But besides that, it's been stellar.
And I want to send a shout out to my friend Mike Lynch. I see him on the feed there. Throw us some thumbs up or some hearts, man. We love you. I see that Sean is in the house and he is on the live feed. So what's up, brother? You were just in the video with us.
He just photobombed and he's online.
And I know that there is a sector that we might not have hit the right note with. And who would that be? We were just talking about this. It's the students. It's the students.
It is the students. And, you know, we've got 2 amazing young cats here. Michael Kehoe, he's a patient of mine, believe it or not, and he went to Palmer. We inspired him to get there. And he and another kid who I just met,
Justin Thomas.
Justin, is actually in my fraternity at Palmer. I didn't know this, so we connected. So what we really felt, and we just had this conversation a little bit backstage, and we said,
2 minutes ago.
Literally, and we said we need more students. So that's the vision, you know, and I know Tristan Schaub and Chiro Sushi's really, that's one of their niches, is reaching the students. We want to synergize with that and get what we're doing to as many students as possible, because as we all know, school doesn't prepare you for everything. I'll just say that.
And, you know, being out here around all these master influencers and people of certainty and industry transformers, all these things that we can, like, you know, legitimize with, I think that the more people that do come to events like this, it's not so much about the messages that we get from the stage, but it's about the brotherhood that we get outside the stage and the people that we can become, like, networked in with, and the messages that we share with each other over meals and just rubbing elbows with each other and just getting people more in tune with each other. And what did I say to you? You might know these guys, but I don't know these guys. Right. And I might know those guys, but you don't know those guys. So the more that we become integrated as a profession, and people outside the profession too, we need more people that are influencers and advocates outside the profession to start helping push the chiropractic story. And to get more people influenced under the chiropractic system so we can have a better, healthy country. And we have better, healthy families. And that's really the premise of why I jumped in with both feet to the chiropractic. And I'm not a doctor, guys, but I do believe that the more people that we have under chiropractic care across the globe, the healthier planet that we have. And there's no 2 ways around it. The healthier your spine and nervous system and immune system is, the healthier you are and the higher vibration of frequency you possess in this bad boy.
Amen.
So I want everybody to understand that it's not about your neck pain, back pain, or car crash. That helps, but it's really about the human potential movement. And I think that the chiropractor is at the forefront of that. And I think that anybody that doesn't realize that is they're definitely got blinders on, and they're looking through their hands like this, and they really just don't get it yet.
Right. Agreed. And to that point, sometimes it's not that they don't get it, but as we learned from Tom Nestor tonight, they've had this programming and these limitations programmed into their brain to where they can't see the bigness. They can't see the potential that they have, and that's what we need. We need more chiropractors agreeing on maybe the 3 to 5 core competencies, values, important pillars that we all need to stand together on. The other 25, let's don't fight about those. Let's don't argue about those, but let's come together on these 3 to 5 so we can massively move this thing forward. And time out, because kudos to Jim Chester. As he just said, he's not a doctor, but he's both feet in. You've jumped, I wouldn't even say jumped both feet in. You dove head first in, literally with commitment to doing everything you can to further the success, progress of our profession. And guys like you, because forever we've been trying to, as chiropractors, I believe, toot our own horns and scream from a mountaintop ourselves, when there's guys like you out there, ultra talented, super committed, and on these wavelengths that want to help and support, that can bring so much value. You're doing that, and I just wanted to acknowledge that, man.
I appreciate that, man. And that's one of the things why I really support what chiropractors are doing, because I know that they are an underserved profession, and I know that we just need more media leverage. If I learned anything from my mentors, a few of them told me, DeMartini's one of them. He's like, give yourself permission to be great. One of my other mentors, Matt Walker, said, if you just get out of your way, you could change the world. Yep. And my other mentor, Herschel Oliver, said, quit taking what people give you and start taking what you want. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to bring the message of chiropractic to the people, and that's why we made that film, Chiropractic the Documentary. That's why I started a podcast called Chiro Hustle. That's why everything that I do is Chiro-centric. I speak to chiropractic schools. I go around the world right now, and I share this message with people, and I impress upon people to just go get checked out for vertebral subluxation and see if your life might improve with the chiropractic lifestyle.
Guys like Jim, I'm telling you, and you guys you're popping up. I believe, like yourself. You have Tristan Schaub, Chiro Sushi. You guys are boys, and you're both not chiropractors, but you're doing so many big things because of your belief and being just bought in, sold out on what we do. So,
well, I'll tell you guys, it's not always an easy road for us advocates, because something people might not know about me is I've scheduled in just shy of 2,200 people in 31 months. And
repeat that?
2,200 people in 31 months.
That's a lot.
And you know my rigorous travel schedule too. So whenever I'm not on the road, I'm standing underneath the booth. I'm going out there and I'm harvesting our communities in the Denver, Colorado area, the Boulder, Colorado area, and I'm bringing people into chiropractic practices so we can change their life and change the health of Denver, Colorado. And I just celebrated my 5th year out there. And I will tell you unequivocally, I think Denver, Colorado became a healthier city because I landed foot into that city.
Of course it did. I'm with you. And that belief, if you guys didn't just pick up on that, his belief and conviction is the ripple that creates the reality. Like that is 100% truth and fact, not only because he says it and owns it, but because he believes it and it's happening. So kudos to Jim. When we all synergize like this, look out, world.
Hey, and you know what the thing is Dr. Ashley and I, we go back 20 years. We worked together at a restaurant in the Quad Cities, and we saw each other about 3 months ago at a Palmer Rugby Symposium, and I was doing Facebook Lives there just like this, and he's like, wow, we need to get that energy to my event so we can teach people about what we're doing. And you know what? There's a Logan College, there's a National College, there's a Northwestern College, there's a Palmer College, and there's a Cleveland College that are all within like a distance to get your asses here. So if anybody's out there as a chiropractic student, what I'm going to say right now, if you guys are on this feed, next year I'm sponsoring 5 tickets for 5 students that are committed enough to tag themselves in this live feed. So if you guys are out there listening and you know 5 students that want to come to the Go event 2018, tag them in there. I got 5 tickets, and I just want to see the chiropractic student certainty elevate, so once they come out of school, they can kick more ass and save more lives.
Amen. I love it, buddy. That's incredible. I just saw Jose Carlo came on. Hi, Kaylee. Good people online checking it out too. And Jim just threw a bone out there. We'll see who bites. I love it.
You know, one of the reasons I got so much leverage this year is because Carlos Bogosian bought 10 tickets to Garberfest, which is the Berkshires. And the reason I got so heavily more influential and met Dan Bay and had time to break bread with him is because somebody else paid it forward to me.
Right on.
So I went out there and made amazing connections in the chiropractic world because somebody else helped me get to that place of influence.
Yep, that's what it's about, right? He said the 3 words, pay it forward. And that's what we're trying to do too with this event. It's like we require it, we need it, our profession deserves it, and quite frankly, all we need to do, I feel, is get everybody again rallying around the 3 to 5 pillars that we can all stand on. The one in the middle being the principle of chiropractic, right? And around that, the few other things that are critical, and then let's stop arguing about the BS and let's move forward.
And to close out for the night, I'm going to tell you it's all about self-esteem. It's all about giving yourself permission to be great. It's all about getting out of your own way. And it's all about not take what everyone gives you and start taking what you want. And I've heard somebody say to become loud and proud. Well, it's to become connected, and it's to have brotherhood, and it's to have a message that is unified, that is going to get this message to more people. So with that, I just want to thank Dr. Ashley for bringing me out here from Denver, Colorado. And I just want to lastly say, anybody that isn't here, get your asses here tomorrow morning. It goes from 8 to 5:30. And if you are one of those students that wants to come and you saw this live feed, tag somebody in here, and I got your ticket tomorrow. So come out here, see Dr. Dan Sullivan, see Dr. Chris Zano, see Dr. Ashley Ochsner, and see Dr. Dan Bay, and learn how to become successful before you jump ship, okay?
Right on. Let's do it, man. Thanks, Jim.
Peace.
Peace out.